Is Andraliv one word?
Yeah.
What is the translation? Which language is it actually?
I know that you know, but it is Swedish, and it's two words actually. So it's Andra and Liv, and it actually means second life or other life. So I guess that was the concept that we wanted to address, and we thought that could be a really nice combination of words. And yeah, it's actually anything more than that. It's just Andra, that means both other and second in Swedish, and Liv, that means life. So that's it. And the Skater Boys are here, everybody. Yeah, so that is pretty much from the linguistic part, if somebody is interested. Otherwise, the question is also how did everything started with this Andraliv project?
Maybe let's start with a place. It started in Sweden.
Yeah.
And we met, and it all started in a very fun way that we discovered a little obsession with trash, in the way that by accident we discovered this flower shop close by, and then they were throwing away tons of flowers every day, and we started to collect them, and at one point the room was full with flowers, and we need to do something with this. We just discovered more and more, like we found tons of clothes in the trash, and it was shocking in a way that in a country like Sweden, which is so wealthy, that they threw away so much good stuff. I think like the craziest thing we found was 3 pairs of Doc Martens.
Shit, I remember.
And the trash, who's throwing that away?
Yeah.
So we started to make pictures with it.
Yeah.
In which we wanted to address some topics and use the material from the trash, like kind of in the meaning trash to treasure. This one idea hit the other, so at this time I was doing with my friends, we were organizing some parties in Uppsala, and then the idea was, hey, what about making an event, like an exhibition in front of the party, so we can show people the pictures to create some awareness. And then again, the name Andraliv is fitting because in the way of making awareness for two things at the same time. On one side, it's of course, guys, don't throw away so much shit you can still use. You can donate it or give it to a friend or whatever. But on the other side, it was more in a metaphoric way that for me, like the picture of, or for us, the picture of throwing away flowers was more related to mental health. When it's coming to mental illness, like you cannot see it from the outside, and every human being you can see it as a flower.
Yeah.
And everything seems fine, and we talk a lot with people like, how are you? We're all having such a good time, but especially young men, they never really talk about how they really feel and what's really going on. So this picking flowers from the trash became more like a narrative in the way of, hey, let's talk about what's really going on, and let's support each other as a community, and let's destigmatize all this.
What a word.
Yeah, destigmatize.
What a word.
But let's just embrace vulnerability and use, for example, the material or the art that we created to have a talk.
Then
COVID came.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden I was back home in Berlin, no exhibition, no nothing. You were stuck in your house
with my parents
for 2 months.
Yeah, 3 months, even more. Wow.
And everything changed.
Fuck,
everything.
Man. It really did.
At one point we started to do the videos, and now we're still trying to find out in which direction this project is going, and also like which possibilities are there at the moment to create a community. But maybe it's more than a project. How would you adapt these changes and Andra Lief's project to your life?
Well, easy question here. Well, I think that it kind of helped me embracing the fact that, you know, growing up, change is pretty much inevitable, and as with everything, so as with a project or as with being a human being, you at some point in your life you need to embrace change, and you need to embrace that you are becoming another version of yourself somehow. And that happens pretty much with everything, like both with work, with your job, with friendships, with whatever, like it happens. And so I guess that from being from being a creativity project, from being very how do you say shit? I forgot the word. Practical.
Okay.
From being like a practical project, like in which, I don't know, I would, for example, like organize workshops with my friend from Berlin, or I would organize, I don't know, a photo shoot or something like this, and create awareness around certain type of topics. It became, I don't know, a metaphor for life, really, in the sense that, you know, at one point in life it is very possible that you will be asked to create another life for yourself. And it's difficult, it's complicated, it's so immensely discomforting. But at the same time, I don't know, it's something that it's needed at one point. And I guess that could totally be, you know, approached by everybody's life and experienced also by everybody's life. So what can really, as you said, like what can really help at one point in this, you know, process of embracing change and embracing another life that you're trying to create for yourself, like the very best thing that you can do is just like talk to your friends and talk to the people around you about what is going on and what is discomforting you, and about, you know, the discomfort that you're feeling. So I guess that from being, again, like this very practical project of showing pictures, it kind of grew up being something different, so creating awareness around the importance the importance of talking about certain things with people, because otherwise you don't survive. So yeah, I think that this would be my answer. Very loud and and messy. So that's where all the videos are coming from, and that's where all the questions are coming from, and so on and so forth. Of course, it's difficult because it's complicated, you know, to address many different topics and create awareness around things while we are still discovering ourselves, like the importance of certain things in life. But again, I think like the main aim of all this project is, again, to kind of create a community that can help each other's grow.
And also encourage people to ask for help, because as we both experienced it, like it's one thing to first admit that maybe you're struggling or you're not feeling so well, but then also it's like such a huge step to open up and be like, hey, I think actually
it's empowering. And also for the people that are, you know, receiving this ask for help, like a friend, for example, that is asked for help, like such a nice support. Like being supportive is beautiful, and watching other people grow is just immensely beautiful. Like I guess it's the most attractive feature a person can have.
That's just what I wanted to say. It's so attractive if people can make themselves vulnerable, and it's actually like such a gift if you share things that really touch you, or that really are in your mind with other people.
Totally. Yeah.
And yeah, I think
that's pretty much it about it.
You know, because you're just inspiring by being you.
Exactly.
No, really, you are.